Welcome back to another week of Phoenix Flavor. My name is Jay Vetter, the executive chef here at Elon University. And over the past few weeks, we've come together and prepared some really good dishes. And we've got to introduce you to some of our amazing culinary team we have here on campus, and also throwing in a special guest along the way. Today is no different. I'm going to introduce you today to Chef Danny. Chef Danny is our chef that runs the culinary team at Lakeside Dining Hall, and they specialize in a lot of international dishes. I will say his culinary team is amazing, and actually on his team is Chef Mina, who is also Danny's mother. And Chef Mina, when you talk about cooking from the heart and with passion, I'll just tell a quick story. Miss Mina every day comes to work with a smile on her face and always throws down. Probably one of the most talented chefs we have on this campus, and I'm proud to have her working with me, and I've learned so much from her. Miss Mina actually one day, they were serving a dish and Danny challenged them to do egg rolls. Miss Mina that day hand rolled over 400 egg rolls for a lunch period by herself. But I will tell you, a lot of people that goes unrecognized, but for us, it doesn't. It actually showed how much passion and love she has. And when you sit down at a meal at Lakeside that Chef Mina had any part in preparing, you will definitely feel like you're sitting down at her table with her at her house. So Chef Danny, take it away and tell us what you're gonna do today.
Hey guys, so we're gonna do a quick chicken fried rice. It was super quick meal and it's super easy. So we're gonna wait while the pan is hot. And if you notice, we use a regular pan today because not a lot of home have a wok, so that's why we use a regular pan today. And it doesn't matter what kind of pan you use, as long as the pan is like super hot, it will work every time.
Yeah.
So, and while we wait for the pan is hot, I'm gonna start cutting up the vegetable. And once the pan gets hot, Chef Jay's gonna go ahead and cook the chicken.
Yep, I got you, man.
Cool, awesome. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the onions. All right. So when you cut the vegetable, you always gotta remember this left hand or whatever your offhand be that's holding the vegetable. Always tuck it in because you don't want to cut yourself, but also have to hold it tight too because you don't want to have like a misshapen kind of cut. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna slice the onion today. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna cut the end right here first, and then we're gonna cut it in half. And once that's done, so how to tell when the pan is ready? If you guys hear a little bit, the little sizzle, that's when it's ready. But also the smoke come from it, that's when also it's ready as well too.
So I added probably about 2-3 tablespoons of oil.
Yeah.
And we're just using vegetable oil today, right?
We just use regular vegetable oil or canola oil. It's best used for fried rice because if we use the olive oil or like a sesame oil, it's just too overpowered, and also the boiling temperature is like lower, so the oil burn faster if we use the other one. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this part off right here. And if you notice, when I'm holding it, I tuck my finger in like this, and I'll just let the knife guide me. And just gently slice like that. Now, it doesn't really matter like the way you slice it. You can cut it like what I do, or you just go like this. But as long as you you tuck your finger in and use this to guide you. And once it's good enough, you can also do it like this. Okay.
Danny, while you're going on that, I'm going to get your chicken started. So we'd pre-cut this chicken into what, 1-inch slices?
1-inch slices, and the reason why we're doing that is because it would cut the cooking time faster. And yeah, that's pretty much that. So once the onions is done, I'm going to set it aside. And while Chef Jay is finished cooking the chicken, we're going to do carrot sticks. So we're cutting the tip off of each end. We're gonna cut it into the 3, and then we're gonna cut this end off, and then we're gonna lay the flat side down. The reason why we're doing this is because if you don't, the pear will roll and you will get hurt if you let it roll and cut yourself. Next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna slice it again like this. And you're looking for about this thing right here. Then after that, you're gonna stack 2 at a time. And then you're gonna gently slice it to a small steak. And you want it as not too thick and not too thin, because you want the carrots to still hold its shape, and also because if you cut it too thick, it won't cook as fast, or it won't cook all the way like when you put it in the dish. Looking nice, Chef Jay.
Thanks, man. I like being your sous chef, Danny.
Oh, I don't know about that, man. All right. So
Danny, did you cook with your mother growing up in the kitchen at home?
yes, I did. So the first dish I made was when I was 5 years old. It was a wok, and it was an egg foo young.
Nice.
So that's the very first dish that we did, and it took me about 2 or 3 tries to make it right. And I don't know about you guys, but you know, open flame, 5 years old. All right. So I'm gonna cut a couple more, a little bit more, and this is enough carrots. So the next thing we're gonna do is, I'm gonna move this aside for a second, guys. Is we're gonna some minced minced garlic. So we only need for this recipe 2 cloves. This is one of my favorite things to do in the kitchen, is smashing the garlic, particularly because it's a great stress reliever and it's also fun to do it. You can do it several ways. Safest way for the beginner is put your knife down, the edges facing away from you, and literally use your offhand and just go, voila. So the next thing you want to do is you want to go slicing motion again, almost like turn it to a strip. Face it the other side, and then do it again, a little smaller. And once you feel comfortable enough, go a little bit faster, faster, and faster. Now you guys probably wonder, why do you have to smash the garlic first before, why couldn't you just like slice it whole? One of the reasons being is that once you smash the garlic, it releases a nice aroma, so when you cook, it will come out much more than just like slicing it.
You can smell it already.
Exactly. All right, cool. I
Got
think
the chicken going good here. This is also Joyce Farms Chicken, which is a local farm here in North Carolina that we use all their chicken. All natural raised in a great humanely raised environment. They're a great partner we've worked with, providing us with beef, chicken, sausage even, and a lot of stuff. So we use this in all of our dining halls.
Yep. And if you're still around campus, we do sell them at the lakeside for $5 a pound for breast, and $2 for thighs, and $5 for a whole bird like this right here.
Always selling, Daddy.
That's it. I'm a capitalist. I can't help it. All right. So the chicken is done. So, so what we're gonna do now? We're gonna take the chicken off from the pan. So we're gonna put it. Just put it right there.
Put the pan back on.
Put the pan back on. But before we do this, we gotta make sure that we wipe all the excess liquid out, because water and oil don't mix. So if we left this thing like all wet, we add cold oil in there, it would just splash everywhere. It will hurt yourself. Okay, guys. So now I'm gonna add about 2 more teaspoons of oil right here. First thing, get that sizzle going. Chef Jay, hand me 2 eggs, please.
I'd love to, man.
Awesome. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cook the eggs. And when you scramble the eggs, make sure that it's all the way done before you add in your vegetable. Now also, if you notice that if the oil started to disappear, you can add more oil to it. So if I oil is here, so add another 2 tablespoons. And this is when you add your onions.
You're starting to build those layers of flavor into the fried rice, right?
Exactly. So you can also, don't have to add eggs in this if you're a vegan or vegetarian, but the reason why we add in there is also for the flavor, and also it acts as a non-stick agent to help the rice not to stick to the pan floor too. At least it's what Mom told me anyway.
Hey, I would believe if Miss Mina told you that, take it first.
So you want to stir fry it a little bit. So spread out all the onions to make sure it's very cooked. You can go like this as well too, like that. So we're gonna add the garlic into it. And the reason why we add garlic at this stage is because we added the very first one. Garlic burn fast and it will ruin the dish. Okay. So we're gonna stir fry, just like this. Toss a couple more times. So as you see, the eggs got a nice color to it. That means the dish is almost ready. Now the next thing we're gonna add is the carrots.
And you could add any vegetables you want into this, right?
Exactly. You can add carrots, you can add peas, you can add spinach to it. However, when you add like green vegetable to it, make sure you add at the end so this way it doesn't lose color as we cook. Alright. So a couple more toss. And now the rice is ready to be added. Chef Jake, behind you, the rice please. Thank you, sir. Now, how much rice we add to this? Not too much. Just about, I'll say about like 6 cups to this dish.
And this is Carolina Gold rice, which we also use on campus. It's an amazing heirloom variety of rice. That's actually grown. This variety, particular one we're using today, is growing in South Carolina. But as the fall semester comes upon us, we're going to start using the Carolina Gold rice that's growing right here in North Carolina.
Yes, it's a very, very awesome rice. Okay, Chef Jake, you add the chicken into here for me?
Loves it, man.
Awesome. So we'll add the chicken in, and the next thing we're gonna add is soy sauce. So with this many serving, we're gonna add about half a cup of soy sauce into this dish, and then about 2 tablespoons of sugar to counterbalance the saltiness, and then about 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And then we're gonna stir this up. So the key to it is you have to stir until every kernel of the rice is coated with soy sauce. So it does take a little bit, but it doesn't take as long as most people thought it was gonna be. Okay. All right. So as I'm stirring this one, guys. Now, just like I mentioned before, this will be the moment where you add your green vegetable into it, like your peas, your blanched broccoli, or your spinach.
Green onions.
Green onion, yes, yep. All right. And if you guys notice, my rice does not stick into the pan at all, okay? So, and that's because of the high heat and also the eggs, and everything is like cooked perfectly. So this is why I call fried rice. And there's also another way of telling when it's done is when your rice is almost kind of like dry. If your rice is still wet, that means it's not really done yet, because we want it to be as dry as possible. All right, guys. As you can see, most of the rice is kernels already coated with the sauce. It's almost done. And there you go. So now I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna pan it up.
It smells amazing here right now, Danny. I gotta tell you, I'm getting excited for this one.
Oh, thank you, Chef. All right, guys. So the best part of the fried rice is actually right here, the crispy part, because that's where all the flavor and also the texture is. So good.
So be the first one in line, right?
Exactly. It's always great to be the one first in line. So guys, that's basically it on the quick and easy chicken fried rice. Yeah, so Chef Jay.
Yeah. So again, thank you all for joining us again this week. Another amazing dish by our culinary team and super exciting. I would challenge you all to get your family together, make this dish together as a family, and sit down at the table and enjoy a good meal together and talk about some memories. And I'll tell you, we really, I say it every week, we miss you guys here on campus. Can't wait for everybody to be back. We have been working hard to come up with some great new concepts, some great new dishes, and we're excited to have you guys back. Till next week.
Okay, thank you.